Robin checkers. We're on Lake Conroe. We're going to go trolling and fishing today. Or excuse me, sailing and trolling and fishing. Excuse me. Okay, first time speaking this morning. Let me check my audio. Test. That looks good. Okay, I think we're about ready. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is unplug the power. And while we're here, we may as well also drop the dagger board. Okay, dagger board's down. Power is going to be off the boat. Okay. There's one other thing I want to do before I untie, and that's plug in my trolling motor. This rope, this line, I always loosen up a little bit. Spider webs everywhere. And they're like fishing line too, by the way. Frickin' things. Okay, we just got this thing fixed yesterday, so we should be good to go. But we're not. It might mean my battery didn't charge, or I'm not plugged in down there. Huh. That's a bummer. That should have started right up. I gotta plug in my refrigerator anyway, so coming down here isn't a big problem. Then the garbage, put this here, and then let's go check out why we don't have anything here. That's good. That's good. That all should be good. I wonder. Son of a gun. I'm all set to go too. Shit. Okay. Check the voltage. DC. Whoa! Oh no! Freaking! I got some roaches. Unfortunately, might have them all gone soon. .26 volts. Okay. Should have brought the meter up here. Yeah, I need the meter. To know for sure whether it's power or something wrong with the motor. Where are you going? Come on, Checkers. Nope, I'm on the wrong one. Okay, I got 26 up here, so that means it's something wrong with this. That's a super bright light when it's on. God darn it. I think I'm gonna go anyway. Because I'm all set to go. Stream's on. Come on, Checkers, up here. Come here. Good boy. There we go. Sorry about that. Wow. What's up with that? I'm sorry. Shouldn't be doing that. Should have muted myself. Okay, you ready, Checkers? I missed that. Are you there? Can you say that again? All right, here we go, Checkers. Locked up. There's a lot of fish under me, so I'll give you a shot of that. Well, there was, I mean. Wow. That's not good. My son was sick for a week. So this is Lake Conroe. It's 25 miles long. I think it's a max of about 60 feet deep. I think the average is 20 or 25 maybe. Now the northern side end of the lake, there's a bridge in between me and the northern half of the lake. And I can take my mast down and go under it, but I can't go under it with my sailing mast up. Excuse me. Wow. That's not normal. So, and this is Water Point Marina, and it's
Yo,
near.
man, we should play next time I stream. My kick channel is Trexler if you want to check it out.
Will do. I wonder why I can't see my chat. I know why. I know why I can't see my chat. It's actually a really easy question to answer. I don't have it up. There we go. Okay, that's weird that I can't see your chat. Man, I apologize. Lots of fish under me, probably bluegills, could be crappie. I'm going to slow this down. I'll start getting my poles ready. Should have my needle nose. In fact, I think I left them home. That's a problem. That's kind of a big problem. Did I leave my needle nose at home? Huh. What shall I got some. Just going to get out in the middle of the channel here, and then I'll probably just put myself in neutral. Okay. All right. Well, good morning. I'm good. How are you? That's it? Yeah. Really? I don't think so, but what is it again though? I missed something. Let's go. Yeah, it should look more authentic, I think, not with gold. No. Hold on. Okay. All right. Yep, not too bad. Okay, sorry about that. Daughter called. Wow, why is that so hard? Okay, now put some shrimp on here. I'm not going to put out a whole lot of line behind the boat, or behind my weight and my tether. How in the hell is that possible? You gotta be shitting me. Okay. I gotta fix that something here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but somehow this went through this clip here. Okay, so now that's good. Okay, we're just going to drop that down to the water level. And then over here, we're going to pull this guy in. So I have a spoon. Really, what I'd really like to catch is striped bass, but I'm kind of like so bad at it, or not good enough at it yet, that this will normally catch a striper, but I don't think it'll catch one while strolling, you know. So, while trolling. Did I say strolling? I meant to say trolling. Okay. I'll drop this guy down to the water level too, and then we'll just get ready. Okay. All right, now something happened to our music. At least the cameras are staying on today. It would appear the music is playing. There it goes. Okay, now, after that phone call, I gotta reconnect my Garmin. There we go. Okay, so now let's go to our live scope screen, which is locked again for some reason. And then we'll start moving. Wow, look at the fish down there. Can you guys see that? Wow. Test. Okay, audio's on. All right, so I got a few problems this morning. Trolling motor's not working after bringing it in to get it fixed yesterday. Or not yesterday, a week and a half ago. Okay, I'm gonna start dropping my port side ball and line. And I should be there. Now you can see it, it's at 4 foot below the surface. You can see the ball going down. I'm not going very deep because too many snags here. Okay, now I'm gonna adjust my live scope just a little bit, get that ball. There we go. All right, so we're going 2 miles an hour. That's a little bit fast. Okay, so then what I do is I check the depth here. I'm at 10 feet. And then I drop this one down to the same. There's a little counter on it. Maybe you can see that in the camera, maybe? Okay, we're at 10 feet. Both reels are set to make noise. Wow, why is that so? Okay, I was wondering why that was so bending the pole so much. How fast am I going? 1.9, I'm going 2 miles an hour. So just in case, where's my, okay, this one actually is for the reel, this bungee. And I'm gonna bring it up and go like that. Here's the bungee for the cover. Okay, we're pretty set. We're pretty well set here. Music's on. Let's go to chat. Okay, so I did have one guy chat with me. That's cool. Okay, so I'm at just about 7 feet. On my other chart plotter, I can see a line going across at 8 feet. Now, I used to be able to see I used to have this outrigger over on this side, and I could drop that ball down, and I used to be able to see it with my transducer that's on my EcoMap chart plotter, which is the one in the center here. So I'm really hoping that line ooh, that made a sound like I was getting a bite or something. Okay, all is good, except I'm heading for shore. Could put the autopilot on. Let's get the right heading first, though. Just about like that. Now I'm gonna go back to the center of the channel here. I just don't want to get a snag. I'm hating snags, especially if I don't have my trolling motor working. Because if I get a snag, I can lock that trolling motor, shut the big motor down, and then use the trolling motor to go back to turn the boat quickly and go back towards the snag. But without it, if I get a snag, I got to do all of that with the big motor in the back, and it's just not as good. It doesn't turn as quickly, and plus I have a chance of winding my line up in the motor. So why is that locked? Okay, well that's not looking too good, is it, for you? Yeah, well, it's moving. Just locks up a little bit every once in a while. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break here and go to, I'm gonna go to that camera there. I gotta check something for my daughter on the phone. And to do that, I'm gonna put her on autopilot. Okay, here we go. I was just backing the boat out. She wants me, she's got a coffee shop, and she found a skull, a deer skull. She's in Wyoming, so it's probably a mule deer, but it's a huge rack. And she sent me a picture, and she's getting it like painted and everything. The head is black, the skull is black, and then the horns are. She wants to know if she should put some gold on the tips of the horns. I'm gonna say go without the gold. And I'm also gonna say, but that is cool. Okay. We're doing good. We're headed. Our heading is good. Okay, now let's go back to navigation, and then we'll go to active captain, and then we'll have the live scope back. Oh shit, back on the screen. Okay. Okay, now let's go here again, because I'm going to start lowering my balls a little bit, my bait down, because we're at 20 feet now, so I'm going to go down to 10. 10 with the port side, which puts me at 14. And then we'll go to 14 here. Okay. And we're at 1.3 miles an hour. That's good enough for now. Close up the shrimp. I got some, that's what I should do. I'm gonna go down and take my chicken livers out of the freezer. I should have done that either this morning or last night. I got a couple things I need to do here. One, clean my hands. These I stole from well, I didn't steal them. They were in the hospital when my wife died. Thank you, Anita. Okay. Now we're going to unplug the fridge and plug it in over here, because then it will be on the inverter and the fridge will be running. Yeah. What the hell's all that noise? What's all that noise, checkers? Okay. Oh, that malfunctioned. All right. We didn't hit any boats. That's cool. Okay. Lots of things to do. You're okay, checkers. You're okay. Okay. What's up with that? Huh. Okay. All right. Are you doing okay, little buddy? Ah, this frickin' thing. I'm gonna go back to this. All right. Going in a hurry. Okay, I'm gonna change our course just a little bit. Turn the autopilot off. No, actually I don't want to change my course a little bit. I'm gonna stay right there because I'm gonna cut this corner just a little bit. All right. So now we're at 23 feet and our bait's at 10. I'm gonna go to 12 now. So this, I should go down 2 feet, go to 16. Oh, that's a problem. I gotta tie that up better. All right. Don't need these. Okay, looking good, 24 feet, bait's down 12. Oh, okay, so I already told about the lake, but I'll say it again. We're on Lake Conroe in Texas. We're in Montgomery County of Texas, and actually the town that my marina's in that I just left is actually Montgomery. Conroe is east of here, just about the direction I'm pointing. Maybe I need to turn a little bit towards the south. We are right now headed at 118 degrees, so we're a little bit southeast. We're just a hair south of east for our heading. On the compass, it's 180. On the autopilot, it's 77. Huh. I never noticed those were different, and I wonder why. So if anybody's in chat, let me know if you know why. Okay, this is my VHF radio that nobody ever talks on here. I'm going to put it, channel 16 is distress, and channel 13 is usually what people talk on most, if it's not a distress. So anyway, the lake is 25 feet long, 25 miles long, and we're on the south end of it. So as we go forward here, eventually I'm going to turn more east and start heading almost a little bit northeast, and then we're going to head towards an island where I want to do some fishing off the bottom, not trolling. I can see a sailboat out there. What in the heck? I wonder if is that a sailboat? There's no wind. Anyway, so it's 25 miles long going north to south, kind of, maybe a little bit northwest, I think. And I don't know what the widest part of it is. There's a big fish coming to the surface right over to my starboard side. And it's average of 20 feet deep, I believe. Deepest is about 60, and we'll probably see 45 between here and the island. There's a lot of, it's a well-known lake for largemouth bass. In fact, they have some bass tournaments on this lake. I don't know if they have it every year, but there's a huge tournament that's happened here quite a few times. And then there's also some smallmouth bass, there's white bass, and there's striped bass. But then there's also hybrid striped bass, which are a cross between the white bass and the striped bass. And they plant those here. They can't reproduce, so they plant them. That's probably one of them. Ooh, am I getting a bite? I might be getting a bite. see. No, I'm not getting a bite. So, striped bass, or the hybrid bass, is probably one of the most popular fish in this lake. I haven't been lucky. I haven't been good at it. I shouldn't say lucky. I haven't even been good at it, let alone have luck. So I'm moving towards getting good at that. Like, I'm so bad, I've only caught one. No. I caught two. I caught one that wasn't legal, about 16 inches. They need to be 18. And then I caught one that was about probably 21 inches or so, 20. I didn't measure it. I have a picture of myself with that fish. And then there's a lot of catfish, and there's channel cats, there's blue cats, there's flatheads. And that's actually what I catch the most. Okay, so we're getting shallower, so I'm going to bring this back up to 10, which is 13. So we'll bring this guy up to 13. Okay. I hate snags. I hate snags enough that I'll even sacrifice catching more fish. Because I'd probably do better if I was near the bottom. I'd catch more catfish for sure. And then the striped bass or the hybrid bass, they have a tendency to hang at different depths, probably mostly on the bottom. In fact, in August like this when it's hot, I don't know. I guess if it were me, I'd go to the bottom where the water will be cooler. Okay, I'm going to speed up just a hair because I should be over, for white bass, I should be over 2 miles an hour anyway, more like 2.5. But I don't like the way that motor is idling, or not idling, but not, what's that called when the motor does that? It's not cavitation. It's like it's losing its RPM or something. I don't know. Maybe it is cavitation on the prop, not. Okay, so when I'm going over 2 miles an hour, I'm at 2.7 now. These downriggers start to sing a little bit. Okay. I'll show you the bottom in the live scope. Flat. Okay, that's looking pretty good. You know, my freaking equipment's working better today. I usually have one or camera that keeps popping out. Oh, that's a bite. Yep, that's a bite there. Or a snag, one or the other. It's probably a snag. No, I think it might be a fish. Yeah, that's a fish. So we'll bring that down. Ooh, it's a pretty good size one too. I don't have the most ideal fishing boat. Okay, I'm gonna change views. Go to my head cam, yeah. Okay. I still got them on. Oh yeah, looks like a blue or a channel cat. He's almost acting like he's snake. That's a good one, that's a keeper. Okay. Got him. Good deal. Okay. Awesome. And that's hooked. Okay, let me get my pliers. Okay, now I'm going to put this back in gear. Let the autopilot take care of us. Autopilot's kind of lost itself. So, okay. Where the heck are my pliers? Here they are. All right. This is cool. Come on. Got it wrapped up in the net. Come on. Bugger. I think I better get him unhooked first. He's hooked pretty damn good, I'll tell you. What the fuck? Somehow you got this net wrapped around the hook. Heck. Wow. This is a good way to get yourself hooked. Okay, there, that's done. Okay, now. So I'm kind of a rookie at this, as you can see. Oh boy, that freaking hook is shot. He is really hooked good. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take that off. I'll fix that later. Still going good. We're going to get a new spoon. I'm going to put on one of the new ones that I just got. Put this down in here or up there. I'm going to go with this colored one. Okay. Now I could have used tube pliers there, so I'm going to bring those out, throw them there. Ooh, these don't have a swivel on them. I don't know if that's okay or not. I'll put that there for now. And then we'll come over here. And we'll put this guy in there. He's not going to want to go in there. Let's pull this over here. Hope my camera's working. Come on. This is kind of stupid. You just got to be careful of them. God dang. Well, come on, Jesus Christ. I'm just a rookie at this, guys. There we go. Where am I at? Okay. Bashing the camera around. I'll just leave that right there. I'll put this back up here. That's a keeper. Some people do that in about 2 minutes. Not me. Okay, now we need our shrimp. Sure would like to catch a striped bass, but I'm gonna keep going with the bait that works. Okay, there. Now, we'll pull that out a little bit. And then we'll bring this up. Like so. Lock that. And then hook that tether on. And we'll put this up here. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Then we'll drop this down. What's our depth? 43 feet. So I'm going to go down to about probably 20. Then we'll come over here, we'll lower this one. Then we were at 10. We'll go down to, I'm going to go to 15 for now. and that's 20, so I hit it just right. Okay, let's go back to this screen. All right, so we got one. Oh, there's that sailboat. He ain't going very fast. Okay, so now we're far enough away from that point. I'm gonna stop the autopilot and I'm gonna change course towards the island. What a beautiful day. Huh? I also want to do something else here too. I want to go and put another scene in. It's going to be chart plotter plus, let's go with this. Face cam. Okay. What? There we go. Ah. Fat fingering it. All right. Now we'll turn towards the island. We're 30 feet deep and we're 15-foot depth on the hooks. They both look good. That's a nice sized catfish. That's a meal for sure. Maybe even a little more than a meal. Okay, now I can't see the island with my sunglasses on. There it is. Okay, just a little bit more this away, a little bit more port. Okay, now we'll set the auto. Okay, and my checkers, he's tucked in behind me here. That's where he likes to be. What happened to our music? I have a finger mouse. Definitely doesn't work on my leg. Okay, that sound is because we're moving faster. It's not a fish. Wow, is this ever pulling on my... Okay, the music's playing, so that might mean I gotta restart my speaker.
Power off.
No.
Power on. Bluetooth appearing. Bluetooth connected.
Oh no, it's not playing actually. Now it is. But still no sound. Okay, turn the volume up just a hair. Okay. I think I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. No, I can't. I'm just gonna adjust that angle a little bit. But it's hitting on my camera. So I gotta move that thing left. I gotta move that pole holder left. Okay, we're at 26 feet and the ball's at 16. That's okay. Shouldn't get a snag. Let's pull the chat up. Okay. All systems go. I didn't check the weather today. That's not good of me. We're going 1.8. Yeah, that boy. You like that, don't you? 28 feet, we're still good. Oh, that's a little bit too loud, isn't it? Doesn't seem to be getting quieter, though. Try that for a while. Okay. We're still heading for the island. That's good. We're on 27 degrees on there, and over here we're at 45. Why is that? I bet you I gotta recalibrate the compass on this thing, on this autopilot. Oh, what a beautiful day. Not many boats out, so there's no waves. Got a late start this morning, though. It's already 10 o'clock. Usually, I bet you I left about 9:15. I don't know, maybe even 9:30. I don't know how long I've been out here. Caught a fish already, didn't we, checkers? We caught a fish. We got one ready for the freezer. Well, gotta clean it. So back here, let me explain a few things here. Back here is my swim platform. It's not the best design in the world. I've got those 3 fenders there, and they aren't even enough to give it's just not strong enough, really. It's all 7/8 stainless steel tubing, heavy wall, but it sticks out so far that it makes it a little bit weak. And then I have it supported from above, and so when I drop it down in the water, it sinks, and it puts too much weight up on my lifting arms. So I need to buy some bigger, either one huge flotation, which I actually have one at home, but it weighs a frickin' ton. Just don't want to put it out there. But it would float me, I think. In fact, maybe I'll look at that when I get home, and maybe I will try it once. It's just so heavy. Anyway, so this is a multi-purpose system here. So I've got it designed so that I can tow my dinghy. If I go on the Great Loop, I'm going to have to pull a dinghy. And I can tow it a couple different ways. I've designed a harness for the dinghy that's a 3-point harness that uses 3 of the hooks on the front of the dinghy. So, because the dinghy isn't really designed for towing, so I had to really come up with an idea that spread the weight or the load on those hooks on the dinghy that are just basically glued on. That's the way they all are. But I can pull that dinghy up close so that the nose of it's actually, I lower the swim platform down, I bring the dinghy in, put the nose of it underneath the swim platform, and then I use my hoists here to actually bring the front end of the dinghy out of the water a little bit, so that it actually tows better. It's really just kind of skipping instead of plowing. So that's really good for fuel mileage. But also when I do it that way, the dinghy is rigid back there because I've got my sling that goes back to the dinghy. It hooks in 3 places, but it comes back and it's a big loop, so I can pull that thing in and then tie it off, and the dinghy is rigid back there. So whenever I go to back up, the dinghy goes the same as the boat. It's really slick. But then I can also let that sling out more, and then the dinghy is towing back there, and it's about probably 10 feet, maybe 10 to 15 feet behind this swim platform. That's good, because sometimes you don't want it right up to the boat, you want it way back there. Although I haven't towed it enough yet to know which I like better. I'm thinking that with the nose out of the water, that's almost always going to be better. But anyway, so then I can pull the dinghy up. I can actually drop this thing down on the top of the nose of it for towing, but I can also use it so that I can walk out on the swim platform, walk right across the swim platform and get in the dinghy. It'll make it really easy. In fact, I got this board down here, this walkway, so that Checkers all I have to do is raise this seat, and then I'm thinking Checkers is going to be able to walk right out onto the swim platform and into the dinghy. Now, heading is still good, and we're 27 feet, and our hook is 16. So if it gets any shallower, I'm going to raise my bait up. We're going 1.8 miles an hour, so that's all good. So originally, that plexiglass back there, I was going to have carpeting on it, like indoor-outdoor carpeting, so that it could be a poop station for Checkers. But it's probably never going to work like that. But what I did was, I used to have that plexiglass back there mounted securely, but what I did was put a hinge down on the bottom here. I used tubing clamps, stainless steel tubing clamps, so that thing is a hinge. And then what I do is I pull this back up with these straps. I'll explain why I have those, but I pull this back up all the way up so that this trolling motor is hitting here. And then I take that clamp off the top and I lower that plexiglass down, and it sits right here. And then that's my fish cleaning station. So I do my fish cleaning right here. I push the carcass off into the water to feed the animals. And I have a little spray thing right here that's also my shower. And I got a little bit of soapy water in there right now. And then I clean my fish cleaning station. I put it back up, clamp it, and I'm good. Now the reason I have these 2 straps here, it's a little bit jury-rigged, rinky-dink, not professional looking. But the reason is because when I crank my hoists up, they won't bring this thing back far enough so that I can use the fish cleaning station. So I can bring it up to about where it is right now. You can see the angle of the lines coming down. That's about as high as I can bring it with my clamps. So I have these straps on here, and it's fairly easy to bring it up. I just pull the strap in and pull the strap out of the clamp here, and I can bring this thing up farther and get it up tight. So Now this trolling motor in the back here, for when I go on the Great Loop, it's actually just another, it's several things. It's redundant. I have a trolling motor on the front, I got the 60 horse Merc, I got the sails, I got multiple ways to propel myself, but this trolling motor back here is another fail-safe. If I need it, I can drive the boat with it. But also I can troll with it from the back here, and there's a couple reasons why I mounted.
Particulate head. At motor live tired of streaming to zero. Let's change that only at Nesna.com at WVM spec. Consuming particulate head. At motor live tired of streaming to zero. Let's change that only at Nesna.com at WVM spec.
So I got several problems there. One, I got the chatbot turned on, so he shouldn't even be able to come into this stream, number one. And number two, it repeats twice. And I still haven't been able to figure that out. It's because I'm using Restream, and right now we're streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So that's the reason why that's happening. Or no, that's not the reason why that's happening. I've got it set so that it shouldn't repeat like that. So anyway, I got to figure that out. So about this trolling motor. So one of the reasons I mounted it here is, one, I use it I can use it on the dinghy. In fact, I will. In fact, I'll probably, if I'm on the Great Loop, I'm probably just going to keep it on the dinghy instead of storing it right here. There's a couple other things it can do. That's a storage spot. It can power the boat from there. But also, my main reason for putting it there was I was going to put my live scope, which is on this PVC pipe here. I'm really liking the way this works. I can raise and lower the live scope out of the water. I can turn it rear facing. I can turn it forward facing. Now, if I mounted that live scope down on the shaft of my motor, I could do the same thing. I can actually turn the live scope by just turning the motor, but I would always have to have it on in order to do that. That was my original plan. I'd always have to have it on so I could turn it. But the other thing is, whenever I'm trolling, when I want the live scope to watch my bait and find fish for me, I got to have that motor on. And I also like to watch my weighted ball with the live scope. So I'm always going to keep the live scope on this PVC pipe here. It's a pipe within a pipe, so I can turn the live scope. In fact, let's turn it a little bit. I'm not seeing my ball very good. There it is. That's way better. So I'm probably never going to put the live scope on that trolling motor. But also, it's a storage place. I can easily take it off of there and put it on the dinghy or take it off the dinghy. So I would say, here's the difference is when I'm on a lake like this, I'm always going to leave that motor there, or I'm not even going to have it on the boat. Actually, right now it's not working right anyway. It won't turn. I should probably, this wouldn't be a bad time to actually be working on that, fixing it, or troubleshooting it, let's say. So 24 feet, we're at 16. I think I'm going to go up 2 feet, at least. I'm going to go up to 14 over here, which is 17. Yeah, 16. So we'll go up to 16 over here. Okay. All right, now, so what else about this swim platform? That's about it. It's a multi-purpose unit. It's a motor storage unit. It's a fish cleaning station. It's a dinghy get in and out station. I can also med moor this boat, like I can bring it up to the shore lift the motor and bring it in fairly close to shore, and I can walk out on that, especially if I got to have the flotation on it, but I can actually walk out there to go to shore, just step off the swim platform into shallower water, or maybe it's on the land, maybe I can get the boat in close enough where that actually drops down on land. Of course, in order to do that, I've got to raise that trolling motor up, which isn't hard. It's just a little clamp right there, and you pull that motor up, pull it up. So it's pretty good. I would say, and this is almost like the story of my life. Like from an employment standpoint, I was one of the more versatile people I've ever heard of. I've had 23 different management positions. I've managed or fixed just about every department you would have and for sure a manufacturing company, but also a building automation systems company. So it's like whenever I'm designing something, and I'm not an engineer. In fact, I usually got to do everything 3 times before I get it to work. But one of the reasons my stuff doesn't work perfect at anything is because I'm always trying to have things be multiple purposes. It's just the way my mind works. It's like synergy type stuff. So I end up with a swim platform that can do a lot of shit, but it don't do anything good. It doesn't do any one thing good. It's average or mediocre even at whatever purpose I have for it. So that's it. That's the way I run. Sorry. I'll try to be better in my next life. Okay, we're at 19 feet, so it does get fairly shallow here for a while. I'm not seeing many fish today. Now that right there's a big one. There's a fair amount of fish in the area, like right now. Right near my bait, too. Those are big. Those are probably striped bass. Now, with no trolling motor, I can't do the kind of fishing at the island I wanted to. I can do it halfway decent with no wind, because when you're fishing off the bottom for striped bass or catfish, you gotta have the boat anchored. Now, I could drop the anchor, I guess. That's weird. All of a sudden, I got 2 anchors up there, and all of a sudden it looked like I only had 1. I'm gonna go down and take the cover off of my chicken livers so they thaw. I should have done that when I went down the first time. Yeah, that's hard as a rock. That ain't gonna thaw in time. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, the spiders. I got big, giant Texas wasps after my camera. Man, that camera's not up that high. Huh. Starting to get a little hungry. Trying to lose 10 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. Probably, I bet you I gained 5 since my wife passed away. I was doing a lot. There's a lot of work to do when somebody passes away, especially if you haven't prepared for it, like with a will or anything. So I ended up spending just about a month. I mean, this is going to sound weird, But I spent almost a month, or no, actually more than a month probably, more like 5 weeks, working. I say 8 hours a day, but it was probably more like, I'll bet you I averaged 4 to 5 hours a day for sure. Many days 8 hours, many days more than 8 even, or some days more than 8. Just wrapping up all the things related to her passing away. And I'm still not done with it, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay because when somebody passes away, it's kind of a labor of love. Anyway, I didn't fish, I didn't sail, I only came to the boat a couple of times, and mainly just to check on it for about 5 or 6 weeks. All right, let me check my overhead camera to see if it's actually looking at us properly. Yeah, it is. It's looking good. Cameras are holding up good today. Well, we're not skunked. We got a catfish. Probably about I'm guessing for sure 2-pounder, maybe 3, maybe even 4. It's a decent one. I'm gonna go home this afternoon. I can't even remember why. Well, one reason, there's always one good reason to go home. Because with my wife gone, I can touch bases with my 19-year-old daughter more often if I don't stay here multiple days. What's our depth? 20 feet, and we're at 12. I usually like to stay 10 feet off the bottom. So I'm gonna bring this guy up to 10. I'll bring him up 2 feet. 16, I'm gonna go to 14. And then I'm gonna reel these in a little bit because I've raised the ball so much that the line is now a little bit slack. This is a problem. Wow. Okay. Wow, now it went to 25 already. Huh. In fact, I think it stays deep now, so I'm gonna go back down to 15 again. I dropped it about 3. So let's go to 17 over here, 18. This ball is lighter, so it pulls further back, which makes this depth on the starboard side a little shallower than the depth on the port side by some amount that I'm not sure of. Oop, here comes a big chopper. You know what I'm gonna do? What's this freaking guy doing? It's like he's looking at me or something. That's like a commercial or military helicopter. That ain't no, I guess it could be a private guy, but it's checking out the lake for some reason. Okay, now we're at 46 feet. So I'm gonna go down another 5. Let's make sure. I'm gonna go to 20. That guy's really checking something out with that helicopter. Okay, we're at 21 over here, which is 26. Oops. Down. Over here, we'll go down to 26. Oh. I didn't have this drag off. Wow. There's 26. Both of them have the drag off. Okay, I'm going to change my course just a hair because we're not quite heading for that island. We're in 51 feet of water. Okay, now we're headed for the island. Or actually, I want to go a little bit south of the island. Okay. Ah, God darn it. I keep whacking this screen. Okay. It's a beautiful day. We're in the shade. I don't know. I didn't look at the... I know what I was going to do. I'm going to check the weather. I'll check my text. Okay. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna do something, but I can't on this phone. That's okay. Let's check email. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Got 2 email addresses, and then each one has got a focused in an other category, and I got to check both all the time. Okay, nothing important there. And nothing important here. Okay, that's good. I don't have that much important in my life anyway. And, well, handling my wife's passing away, there was a lot of important communication, but I'm pretty much through that now. I'm going to look at my fidelity, just because I'm always curious. And nothing's happened so far today. Hasn't gone up or down. Usually later in the day is when it records the day's activities. But the stock market's up in all 3 categories, or 3, what NASDAQ, S&P, and DGIA, and I don't even know what DGIA is, but okay, so that's all good. So now we'll go back to navigation, we'll go to active captain, and then we'll hook this back in. And I'm going to change scenes because I want to do something on the other phone. We'll go to this one. And then I'll come over here. check something here. Okay. Okay, 47 feet. Man, there's a lot of fish down there. You'd think I would catch one. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you think so? If anybody's in chat, holler and I'll pay attention to you. I'm just checking something. .47 depth. We're still good. so peaceful out here. Okay, so I can now go back to my camera. All right. Let's go back to this. Okay, one of them is not working. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Everything's functioning. Oh, I gotta. No, I'm still good. I'm 17 feet off the bottom.
Income underscore tax memoriam. Cheap viewers on streambo.com. Remove the space at E7JQ592. Income underscore tax memoriam. Cheap viewers on streambo.com. Remove the space at E7JQ592.
I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm up here soon. I'm going to shut the motor off and just drift. Where'd that sailboat go? He's still over there. He ain't going very far, and he ain't going very fast. This is a plant I had over here. I had a planter. I removed it because I really need to repot the soil in it. Okay, I'm going to start bringing my hook up. I'm going to go to 15 feet. Wow, what the heck is that? Okay, I'm at 15 feet here. Still going 1.2 miles an hour. And my ball is at 15 feet. What'll happen now is my line will drop down. I better bring it up though and check for bait. I'm going to move this over a little bit to check there's a little more room. Wow. Oh. That works pretty good. Okay, I got bait. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. In fact, I have to take this off. And then we're in 21 feet of water. I'm going to suspend that for a while. Actually, I think it might even... Okay. Now... Okay. Oh, forgot to check the bait. We're good. Oh, but we're not hooked right. No wonder I didn't catch anything over here. Well, it unhooked. Okay. I'll try to find the bottom and then crank it up a few feet. Okay, I'm still moving quite a bit. "19 feet of water. I don't need the autopilot on. We'll go with 3 poles now. Let's get another shrimp. Okay, I think that's on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. I need a pole holder right here. Okay, let's see if we can catch anything, checkers. be laying on my wet wipe. Let's see if we can see my lure over here. Okay, anybody in chat? Guess not. Those are my rudders banging back there. So I could probably stop them from doing that by bringing them up a little bit. See what this guy's doing. Okay, there I'm on the bottom. One, two, three. Why does that feel so weird? Okay, they both look like they're off the bottom. Don't see any fish. It's okay. This is a good way to spend a beautiful day. The checkers cam. Ooh, that's acting like I got a bite. I might have a fish. It's possible. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's go over here. I don't think I have a snag. Feels like a fish. It's a stick. Wow. Look at the freaking fishing line on this thing. Nothing good on it. Hope I don't catch it with the other fish, the other line now. Let's look at this counter ones. That's 10. What's our depth? 16. Probably got to go out a good 20. Okay, now I'm on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where we'll leave it. Okay. This one still appears to be off the bottom. Let's check this guy. We are off the bottom. Now we're on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go because now we could catch striped bass this way, but I'm not seeing any. I was kind of hoping I would drift. Well, I don't really want to drift. Man, I got bit by something here. Okay. What I might do... Ooh, that was kind of scary. Okay, no lines back here. Take the autopilot off. I'm just gonna go change my trajectory a little bit because I'm heading too much towards shore. And I'm looking for fish. There's some right there. I'm reversing it just to stay in the same spot here. Okay, at least I know they're close. And there's some bait fish too. Okay, so these lines will drop down. We're in 14, 15 feet of water, so my depth should still be good on the lines. There's fish down there. They're gone though. All the lines still seem to be off the bottom. $13.5. Oh, there's a fish or a snag. That's feeling like a snag. Yep, I think I got a frickin' snag. Son of a bitch. Maybe it'll stop the boat from moving. But it's way out there. Okay, I'm gonna bring these lines in. See if I can retrieve that hook. Okay. I got it, all right. Man, that works pretty good. It's so freaking weird. I get a snag, and if I back up, it's got to be like concrete. It's not where the hook is hooked the hook isn't hooked in the wood, like a tree or a branch or something, but if I back up like that, they usually come loose. It's weird. Okay, so I'm in 14 feet of water. Let's drop it down again. Look at my counter. It's going to go down to about 15. For now. Okay, that seems to be off the bottom. That seems to be off the bottom. Let's get this guy out. Oop. Could be sometimes there's concrete down there because there's roads all over the place here. Okay, I think I'm on the bottom. 1, 2, just leave it right there for now. Okay, music quit. Now I'm only 12 feet. Let's go here so you guys can see the bottom. Okay, then here's the old mousey. Why is this not playing? There we go. Now I'm only 10 feet. So my drifting is drifting me right into the island. Still transmitting. Audio's still working. That's not working. Okay. There's some fish down there. Where'd that sailboat go? It's over there. So now the wind is picking up a little bit, which will make this not work at all. I'd have to drop my anchor. Okay, that one appears to be on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm off the bottom. This one is off the bottom. That one needs more weight. So the wind appears to be coming out of the south, which is normal here. And you'd think I would catch something. What time is it anyway? It's 11 o'clock. I'll probably stay here another half an hour maybe. can't see that line. Okay, it's down here. What the fuck? Why can I not see that line? Oh, there it is, way over there. Oh, this is beautiful out though, that's for sure. Some people are working today. Let's check my overhead camera. Okay. What are we at? Oh, we're at 11 feet. I better raise some of this up. Let me see. Oh, look at that shit. There's my bait. It was on the bottom. Okay. I can see it in there. Could have got a snag. Let's see if we can find it. I don't have that on the screen, but oh, and I don't even have that on full screen. Come on. Okay, so battery's dead on this guy. That's about right. Come on, fuck. Jesus Christ. No, it's not dead. But I'm gonna change it anyway. Gotta reconnect, change the battery, reconnect. Join. And we're back on. That works pretty slick, don't it? Don't you think, chat? Ooh, don't hit the lens on the solar panel. Okay, that worked good. There's some fish down there. We're in 10 feet of water. Let's turn this, see if we can see the hook. Nope, can't see it. We're drifting too fast for this to work good. $11.16, so I think I'm going to go to 11:30 here. Oh, there's a fish, I think. I thought I saw something. It's either a fish or a snag. I think it's a small fish. Yep. I'm going to let him go. So I'll bring him up so he could fall off possibly. I would have thought he would have fell right off. Come on. I know this is silly, but just don't want to get my... If I was catching a ton of fish, I certainly wouldn't use a glove. But when I'm only catching a few, I need another... We're only going to be here 10 minutes or so, but I'll beat it up anyway. Probably off the bottom. Okay. Shit. I didn't have it full screen. Oh wow, I'm getting close to shore. 6 feet of water. Lucky my dagger board didn't hit. I think it is hitting. That wasn't too good. It's 11:20, so I think I'm gonna get ready to go back. Damn near motored my dagger board, might have even. Why is it so freaking shallow here? Huh. Kill the spiders. Okay. Now, what I can do is start getting ready to troll my way back. Feet. Okay. Okay. Now we'll watch for the ball in the watch for the ball coming down. There it is, I think. There. Okay, we'll go down to about 8 feet or so. There it is. We're at 6 right now. Let's go down to 8 for now, which is 12 on the counter. And over here, we're at 7. 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right, we're fishing. There's a huge bait ball. So I'm probably going to have to bring that trolling motor back in. And I want to do that today. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm heading back a few minutes early. My hook's at 18 feet, or 8 feet, maybe 9, and my bottom is 16 feet. In fact, I think I'm going to go a little faster. Here comes some fish. Might as well set the autopilot. So we caught two catfish, one keeper and one we let go. I'm thirsty though, so I'm starting to get a little warmer, so I'm going to take my shoes off. I'll put them right there, and then I'll clip this so I don't lose everything. Like so. I'm going to get Checker's water dish too. Let's check our charging. So we're down to 88%. The sun is doing almost 200 watts, right around 200 watts. And I'm actually using 180 to run the refrigerator and all of my electronics. Plus, I got the battery on, the light's on, which this light heats everything up. I did turn that on when I came to check the battery. That's a regular incandescent bulb. All the other ones I changed to LED. Okay, so I got some water here. And then I'm going to put this back in the freezer. Because we're not using our liver today. What the hell's up with that? Oh. Here you go, Checkers. There's some water. You took my seat. It's getting deep now. Okay, let's lower this one down to about 15. Okay, which is 20 on the counter. And over here, $20. Okay, now I'm going to lower this cover down a little bit because to block the sun. Oh. Wow, is that ever pulling? Okay, we're not now. We're heading just a little bit southwest. 208 degrees on the compass. 212. Huh, 212 on the... What's up with that? Why was the compass not reading right before? But now it is. Now we're in 40 feet of water, so I'm going to go down to 20. Which is 26 here. $26 there. I love how I can see that ball and lure in the live scope, so I can be watching my depth very carefully. So last night, I was doing something and got late, almost 7 o'clock, and I don't like eating that late. I was going to cook catfish on the grill last night, but, you know, that's going to take me 45 minutes by the time I get it prepped and everything. So instead, I went over, it's like, I think it's the first time I've eaten out here since I've been down here. At this marina. But I went over to a Spuds and got a baked potato, and it came to almost $15, which is kind of a lot for a baked potato, but man, is there a lot of... I think I could have put a lot more toppings on too. I put a lot of toppings on. And it's a big potato. So I'm going 1.8 miles an hour. You know, it's kind of too fast for catfish and too slow for striped bass. But that's just what I'm going to do. Anybody in chat? What keeps happening to this frickin' music, you guys? It's kind of a waste of effort and time. I think it keeps looping that one song. Look at the fish down there. Unfreaking believable. None of them will bite. Okay, there's a ball of bait at 30 feet, so I'm going to drop down another 5 feet. I'm going to drop down to 25. Okay. Oh, what a beautiful day. want to change scenes. I want to pull this off and check something. Got lucky that time. Could have snagged. Well, I think I did snag, but okay, there's my ball. I'm in 22 feet of water. I'm going to go down to 10. There we go. And that is 15 here on the clicker, on the counter. So we'll go 15 here. Whew, that was close. Good morning in America. It's 11 a.m. This is Rob and Checkers out fishing. Oh, wait. Good morning. This is Rob and Checkers out fishing today on Lake Conroe in Texas. It's 11 a.m. There's an island back there. It's a 25-mile long lake. That's my barbecue grill in the blue. There's my fishing pole and my downrigger for trolling. We're going about 1 mile an hour. I don't have the sails out today because there's not enough wind. There's my live scope for seeing fish underwater. That's the dam over there that makes the lake. Here's my other fishing pole and my other downrigger. There's my Malabar spinach plant. Have a good day. Anybody in chat? Nobody's in chat. All right, that's okay. I'm not watching you either. Okay, that's weird as hell. What? I mean, you gotta be shitting me. What the fuck was all that noise? Oh, okay. A selfie stick fell on the floor. Sounded like a body. And what did I do? Lost my phone. Are you serious? How the hell could I lose my phone? What the fuck? Okay. There it is. That's not good. Wow. I'm only at 10 feet. I'm going to go to 15 because we're in 30 feet of water, which is 20 there. Change the battery. lost our music again. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. Water's getting shallow again. $12:05. Not bad. We'll be in by before 1. I'm going to change my course just a little bit. Right there. I love that autopilot. I really do. Why is this thing turning? Anybody in chat? Test. Oh. So we're in 28 feet of water. Wind is picking up finally. Bait's at 15 feet. Got 2 lines out. Caught a catfish, a nice one this morning. Keeper, he's down in the little cage. I caught a small one also, let that one go. All systems have been good today. Music cuts out every once in a while, but other than that, I mean, let's see. Other than that, everything's looking good. Oh, Checkers is good. He isn't drinking it out of his water dish, though. I don't know what kind of music that is. And just about, well, you can see my marina. From here, easy. Probably not on camera. "30 feet of water, there's a bait ball of fish. Big hole here. I wonder if this is a small lake underneath us. I'm going to go down 5 feet. From 15, I'm going to go to 20 because we're in 50 feet of water. Okay. So here I'm going to go down another 5 to 25. Oh, look at the frickin' fish in there. Wow. I'm going to slow down a hair. They're all small fish. Went to neutral. I'm going to change my angle a little bit. I'm trying not to get too close to that point over there on the starboard side, because it gets shallow and I've lost hooks there. I'm kind of tired of losing hooks. Okay. Autopilot set. Now we're going 1.9 again. Let me show you that. See, it's getting shallow fast now. Went from 50 feet to 35. Our hooks are at 20. There's a big ball of bait. Okay, so we're at 28 feet now. And come up to 15. Bring this up 5. Okay. Now we're at 15 and the water's 27. Got to keep an eye on it though, because it changes fast here. 26. You'd think I would at least snag a striped bass once in a while. I don't even do that. Okay, I got to bring her up a little bit. Bring it up to about 12, about 11 right there. Could just about put the sail out now. Gotta believe it's Wednesday. Although it could be Tuesday. So now my live scope stream is not working for some reason. There we go, now it's working. So let's just go to that for a little while. How's that? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Ah. Okay, I can just about turn now. Breeze feels good. Okay, let's change course. Put the checkers cam on. There we go. Okay, 28 feet and we're at 12. But I know it's going to get shallow here soon, so I'm not going to lower it. It's weird, the autopilot's not keeping up too good. We're supposed to be going 266 degrees and they're at 261 right now. Oh, it's swinging it over. It swung it over. Now it's overshooting by 2-3 degrees. Okay, I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm just going to go out here for a little while. Oh man, my meter's up here. Let's for the hell of it try this motor one more time. Left this pot liquor in the sun. Not good. That screen almost looks damaged. Yeah, might be. No, yeah, I think that screen is damaged from the sun. I've had that frickin' thing for probably Almost 50 years. No, not that long. I'm going to say 40 for sure. And I might have just damaged the screen on it. I've never damaged anything on it. Maybe I will lower this just a hair. I'm going to go down to 15 feet. The wind is pushing pretty hard right now. I could almost drift. I could sail right now. It's strong enough to sail. But I'm almost home, so. Oh, Anita. Missing you. Wow. That hasn't been happening lately. You know what? That thing is not turning the damn motor. I wonder if I got a problem with this. That's my rudders. I'm going to try something. I'm going to take the clutch off. I'm going to turn the boat. The autopilot's going to go nuts. Let's reclamp it. Okay, it's turning the motor. So we're at 250 right now. We need to it's bringing it back to 270. It's working. It's working. I've caught most of my fish probably from about here to the from here to the marina. Blech. The biggest I've caught so far is about a 13.5-pound catfish, and I caught it not here, but maybe another 100 yards, not even, maybe 100 yards from here. And that was fun. Okay, I got to bring this up a little bit. Okay, I'm at 15 here and 17 here, so that's close enough. Okay, so I'm at about 12, 13, or 23 feet of water. It's been a good day. Real good day. I'm gonna put this shrimp in the freezer. It's pretty warm down here. And let's see where we're at. We're at 83%. So the solar panels are not keeping up with the draw from the refrigerator and all of my electronics out here. But let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, almost, what is it, almost 1? It's 12:36, so 3.5 hours. And we've used 20%, which means I could probably go another 3.5 hours, as long as the sun's out, and get it would go down to about 60%. I'm not sure. It's lithium, so it should work almost down to 0, I think. But so I would say when I'm on the Great Loop, if if I've got an 8 or 10 hour day, I'll be okay. Now I'll have a generator also. I'm going to check my text here. Ooh, 19 feet. So I'm going to come up above 10 to about 8 or 9, which is 13 here. So I need 13 over here. And there's 13. So we're good. Hopefully we don't snag anything.
Phantom 20411.
What's going on? Do I got somebody in chat? Phantom.
W screen. Phantom 20411. W screen. Phantom 20411. U. Phantom 20411. U. Phantom 20411. You should post your screen in the Kickbook Discord to get more followers and chatters. Phantom 20411. You should post your screen in the Kickbook Discord to get more followers and chatters. Phantom 20411. Just post your screen link in the hashtag kickfollow channel and say F4F. Phantom 20411.
I'll do that.
Post your screen link in the hashtag kickfollow channel and say F4F. Phantom 20411.
Thanks, Phantom.
If you want, here's the invite link. Discord.gg/kickbook. Phantom 20411. If you want, here's the invite link.
Something's wrong with this chat. Thanks, Phantom. I'm going to take this autopilot off. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. See if I can see it move on my chart here. Okay, we're doing good. That's actually a better view. Okay, that line moved. I'm going to bring it up again. That didn't move that time. That's a weird noise I'm hearing. Okay, so we'll bring these in. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, that's ready. Now we can get this ready. We're almost home, Checkers. You've been a good boy today. You're a good boy every day, though. For sure. Yep. You are a good boy. Kind of screwed that up. Wind is pushing me. Now we're in good. There, we did good, huh, Checkers? Huh? That was a pretty good docking, wasn't it? That should work. We'll see if it's enough. Watch out for that hook. Where is it? It's up there. We're safe. I need to switch these ropes around because I've got a fray going on there. Okay, now we can turn this guy off, and then I gotta go unplug my charger on the 24 volt batteries because I don't want to, because my motor's still plugged in up there. So I gotta unplug that, then I can unplug this, and I can plug it in over here. Okay, then next, this will go over here for now. I ruined the screen, I think. We'll get this plugged in. Put that under there. Makes it easier to bring the dagger board later. Now we'll turn on the AC and the fan. There we go. Okay, AC's on. Okay. Now, next, we can pull up this dagger board. The rest of the I'm not going to tie that off yet. Well, I could. Yeah, let's just do that. Because I might have to take that trolling motor off again. forget about that fish. Oh, wow. Why are these mosquitoes here? Okay. Oops. Somebody's in the chat, I think. Okay. Let's go over here now. Okay, let me check chat.
U. Simulcan boy. W stream. Simulcan boy. W stream. Simulcan boy. You should post your stream in the Kickfum Discord to get more followers and chatters. Simulcan boy. You should post your stream in the Kickfum Discord to get more followers and chatters.
I'll check that out.
Just post your stream link in the hashtag kickfollow channel and say F4F. Simulcan boy.
Okay.
Just
I'll do
post your
that.
stream link in the hashtag kickfollow channel and say F4F.
But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for coming on, Smil.
Link, discord.gg/kickfum. Simulcan boy. If you want,
I'll
here's
see you
the
later.
invite link, discord.gg/kickfum.